It's still in its early stages.
This is sci-fi type. So cool. I always struggle figuring out what I want to take with me in terms of gear, so I end up bringing everything, and usually I don't regret it. Today's Wednesday, the 4th of January, and I'm headed to CES, the second day of media days. I missed the first day because they didn't give me my badge, well, they didn't give me the media badge. Not interested in the whole thing, but I'd like to access the floor and just see what's out there before tomorrow, which is Thursday, when everybody else arrives. This backpack is amazing, but it gets heavy because it's 40 gallons, so it fits so much. And I kind of don't want to take my laptop, but then if I end up needing it, I'm not gonna like it. Just bought this before I got here. It's a 24,000 milliamp hour charger, and also has high wattage, so it charges my MacBook. I'm keeping it in the backpack because throughout the day I'm gonna need to charge. Oh wait, I need to put my code in there. Look at it outside today. It's not as pretty as yesterday. I'm going to pack up my stuff, go downstairs, find something to eat, and then head to the Las Vegas Convention Center. How about the lighting in this place? Can't really tell if it's morning or night when you're in here. I think it's designed that way too. This hotel, the Luxor, looks nice on the outside. The lobby looks great, but I think it needs some love, or at least that's where we're staying. This side we're staying is a little old. Let's go find coffee. I also always forget that you can smoke indoors, which is something that hasn't, I don't know, a lot of places you can't smoke, so you can smoke there. It looks so pretty, but the smell is not. Check this out. Like, the entrance is grand. This thing is not easy, and by this thing I mean vlogging. Also, I need to get used to looking at the camera, not here, because, yeah. Finally daylight. You just can't tell if it's morning or night, so just being in there for a long period of time becomes non-existent. Anyway, I have some exploration to do because I want to get to the CES floor, so I want to go and actually see the show, but I might have missed that yesterday, so I'm trying to figure out if I still have time. I'm going to check. There are 2 buses. Okay, that one is gone, so the next one is in 15 minutes. That's all right. So I'll see what's going on. Thank you. So I could take the cab, take an Uber, but decided to take the shuttle service just to kind of be in the whole spirit of the event. There are a few locations, so it's not just the LVCC. There's a few of the casinos that have sessions happening in them. So one of them is the Venetian, Mandalay Bay, and then the Las Vegas Convention Center. There's an entire media room just for media to come and eat, spend time here, internet, and now there's some snacks and coffee. So this thing just moves around, collects the trays, and then kind of covers a few areas. And that's the programmer there who's working on it. Cool stuff. Alright, I'm gonna sit here until I get kicked out, but CES 2023. This is now media day 2. It's Wednesday. Unfortunately, I can't get to the floor as I was saying earlier, but what I can do is attend some sessions, so I'm going to do that. This place looks so dead right now compared to what it's gonna look like tomorrow. This is the West Hall, and then there's the North and the Central. And This place is massive. So to travel from one place to the other, we took the loop, and then now we're going to take the loop back.
Yes, are you blogging?
I am. I'm both too. One for later for YouTube, and then one for Instagram. Have you heard of the Boring Company? Elon Musk digging tunnels in LA. They want to do that, but they're already doing that here in Vegas, and they're implementing it in certain places. Hey, how's it going? Good, thanks. I'm going to North. Do I have to go to Central first, then North?
Yes, that is North. Central is North.
Okay.
All right, we're going to wait for a couple cars if you want to wait at number 2.
Sure.
We'll have a couple cars here shortly.
Perfect. All right, so because the conference or the convention center is massive, there are these Teslas that run in a loop. It looks like that. And they just go back and forth and move you around. Right now, they're drivers inside, but eventually they're going to be driverless. Whoa! Trunk almost closed on me.
Okay.
I was trying to put my bag in there and it closed on me.
Where can I take all you guys?
So I'm going Central.
Central?
London.
We're in a Tesla and we're going in tunnel. How long has this been going for?
About 18 months.
Okay.
I thought the cars were autonomous and they drove themselves.
No.
I think eventually.
Yeah, pretty soon we will be expanding the downtown Fremont along the entire Las Vegas Strip
Wow.
to the stadium, the T-Mobile Arena, and our last location we just was approved for was the airport. So pretty soon you guys will be able to take this same tunnel from your guys' hotel room to the airport.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
All right, so this is Central?
This is Central.
Thank you very much.
Okay, I'm going to open the trunk.
Yes,
okay?
thank you, thank you.
Thanks very much.
I'm
Have a
not
great
going
one.
to close it.
Yes, thank you. Okay, so this is sci-fi type. So cool. Oh, man. Last minute, thank you so much. Made it. I'll be back in a few hours for a session. I was talking to the lady at the hotel. She said about 2,100 people are checking in today, and that's just the hotel that I'm staying at. So think about all the other hotels and then think about Airbnb and all that. It's a huge thing. There's a Sony announcement or event that I'm 15 minutes late for. So I'm gonna go try and see what I can find out. Okay. Sony and Honda collaboration here. A car called Afeela. Sony Honda, what do we call it? Sony Honda Mobility. I'm at the Sony event, as I was saying. Check this out. So this is a camera that's currently up orbiting space. A full frame camera that's up there taking photos of the Earth. It's going to be available for people to book a specific time and say, I want to photograph this particular area or point it to the stars and kind of capture it. Also, I didn't know that this is not Sony's first time in space. So apparently they provide some sensors to the International Space Station, which is cool. But here, I'm gonna try to interview somebody. I have someone that actually can do a better job. So John with Sony, I'm gonna let you tell me a little bit about this amazing
guys.
thing.
Welcome to CES 2023, presenting Starsphere. So our Starsphere satellite went live yesterday. It was actually launched yesterday out of Florida. But this is the ability to bring space and the ability to explore space and obviously see Earth in a different kind of alternative view, but bringing that to the masses, right? So later this year when the service goes live, as you can see with our simulators here, you'll be able to experience a full orbit around space, not to mention control the satellite and actually take pictures, record video of Earth, stars, all that stuff, and really be the astronaut that everybody wants to be.
So you're saying it's going to be available for the public?
Yes.
Do we have a timeline on where it's going to be available?
Timeline hasn't been announced yet.
Okay.
Pricing hasn't been announced yet.
Okay.
That is something coming later this year. We don't have a hard date, unfortunately,
Okay.
but yes,
That's
later this year will be launched.
I mean, it was launched yesterday. So.
Was just launched yesterday.
Okay,
yes.
so who would you say this is for? Like the first early adopters, who would be people that would be interested in this?
So I'm looking at it, I'm a little biased, I guess, because I'm looking at it from my lens.
Okay.
So I'm looking at it from my perspective as a dad.
Okay.
This is a good opportunity to teach my kids about space. So this is just kind of being able to experience that, but in a different way.
Got it.
Right now they don't just have to look at the rockets, right? Look at mission control, all that stuff. They can be the astronaut in space and experiencing it themselves.
Okay, and then if you tell me a little bit about the user experience, so how are we, let's say I have access to it, what
Absolutely.
am I doing?
Yeah, so you have full control of the satellite. Once the services come out, you'll be able to fully control the satellite. It orbits the Earth about once every 90 minutes or so. It does one complete orbit, but once you're controlling the satellite, you have full control.
Okay.
Control, tilt, all that stuff. You can control everything.
And are you controlling it like real time?
In real time, absolutely.
Wow.
In real time.
But then it's one satellite, so I guess you have to
You have
wait
to
or book your...
and reserve a time and all that. Yes.
Got it.
Sure.
All right, this is amazing. Thank you very much, man.
Not
I
a problem.
appreciate it.
The best part is, because of obviously the sister companies that we have.
Yeah.
One of my personal favorites. If you want to control the satellite, grab your PS5 controller. Use that as your control. If you're a gamer, you're more comfortable with that. You can do that too.
Amazing. Thank you very much, sir.
Absolutely. Good
Thank
stuff.
you.
Have a good one.
Yes, thanks. So I can't show you what it looks like just because the camera won't capture it, but this is a 3D monitor basically that is allowing me, as I move around, it feels like whatever object is there is right in front of me. So we went from sports applications, so watching a game, into a 3D product spinning around like headphones, and it allows you to collaborate with someone if you're a 3D designer or work at anything in the 3D space. So this is pulling data from an actual game and then turning it into 3D so you could control how you want to watch the soccer game from what angle, and then you can say follow the ball, follow a player, and then I think so you have different cameras so you could change the views. Pretty impressive stuff. I didn't get to go on the floor, so you'll see the floor here. Check this out. This is all, but we can't get there. It's only for exhibitors for now. Tomorrow all that will be open and then you can go in. I missed it, like I said, I missed it yesterday. But today at Sony's booth, there were a few things that were interesting. The number one thing when we arrived, obviously, was PlayStation VR. Actually, the very first thing they talked about was the space camera that they launched into space yesterday from Orlando. It's flying at the same altitude as the International Space Station, taking photos. So that was there. And then there was the car. So Sony and Honda are working on a car together. And then Hawkeye, which was in the recent World Cup in Qatar, or Qatar in Arabic. And that's like all the cool things that you saw with the ball, the field, the players, all that. So there is a future for more immersive sporting and TV, and Sony's working on some of that. I didn't get a chance to test their VR because they were just busy, so I'm going to sign up for tomorrow and get in. That's it. Tomorrow is another day. So first they said we can't go through the show floor, but now after the Sony event, which is like in that area in the back, they were okay with it and they just let us in, and you'll see stuff being still built here. So this is the Samsung booth there. I'm just going to show it in a second. LG and Samsung have the biggest displays every year. I feel like they compete. So Samsung was there, they're still setting up. LG have the whole thing blocked off with these curtains, but I was able to peek. Hold on, let me show you. No? Oh, sorry. I'll stop. Okay, I figured eventually they're gonna tell me you're not allowed to, but I got the shot, so sorry about that, LG. I mean, this place tomorrow is gonna look completely different. So that's the sign there. Use that as a point of reference. But tomorrow, this place is gonna be nuts. Maybe I should show you what it looks like tomorrow. Check this out.